Hey, what's up everybody? This is Judd from Judd Rides Bikes. This is my very first commentary video, so take it easy on me, please. This is the men's Cat 4 cyclocross race, the Westminster Cyclo X. I got a second row call up, so I went to the far left. It was one of the last spots. As you can see here, I was able to get around this guy and make my way to the near the front. I knew I was gonna had a quick little right-hander into a left-hander, so being on the left side wasn't so bad. Was able to sneak into maybe a top 6 position here as we get into the grass onto the course. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened to all the audio from the actual race, so all you're gonna get is my voice and this crystal clear video. First corner here, it took a little hot, as you can see. The course then wound its way past the pit and then circled back, did a little zigzag through some trees here. There's a lot of grass, which can be fast or slow depending on what tires you have or the conditions for sure. Came back on the sidewalk and always picks up on the sidewalk. Everyone hammers, so you kind of got to keep up with it. This section here, I was following. I was in fifth wheel here. It got kind of slowed up a little bit. There's a lot of room on the right, so I just put a little move here and got past everybody. Wasn't really intending to go to the front, but I was there, and I like the spot because you get to pick exactly what line you want to go. You don't have to hit your brakes for anyone in front of you. You get to pace exactly as you like. So off-camera section, really light here, not too hard at all. I worked the way at the top of this hill. Just really working on the corners here in the practice and during the first laps here to get optimal positioning and able to keep my speed. Here we come to the first set of stairs. This was a little awkward in that the entrance was pretty narrow, and then there was a tight, it's hard to see, there was a lip for the concrete, so if you come in really hot, you would hit this like square edge on your tires. It was a little nerve-wracking. After this big left-hander, there's like kind of a steeper little downhill. You could definitely hit it hard, and then here like really hammer hard, and then dump all my gears right here and try to work up this really steep section. I went too far right the first time. I was able to make it back. This again, another 180 up the hill is pretty steep. And this led into the kind of like downhill section where you cut it inside and just open it up, no brakes. The grass was slowing you down plenty. Another section of the sidewalk. Back on the grass. This had another 180. Cut around. Try to stay off the brakes completely. Then you're going to turn back onto the pavement. This led to the second run-up. Same set of stairs, just a lower section of them. This one I really messed up. I stalled here a second, trying to get off my bike. Plenty of guys right behind me this whole time. I was trying to keep the pace hard. This got us back to the pits and down to the kind of back section of the course. This is the longer, little slightly downhill on the sidewalk. It's gotten the drops. Let's give it a big push here. try to keep my speed up. I know it's going to hit the grass going pretty fast. See all the guys trailing behind me, pretty close behind. At this point, there was one guy right on my wheel, and then I think we had a couple seconds gap to the next set of riders. This section with they put in some nice twisties. Really trying to work on my form here, turning, keep my speed up. So 179 heart rate for me is pretty hard, but for this whole race, I'd actually average about 181. I've been able to get up to maybe 185 for a full race average, which is really hard. But this is definitely a hard effort. Kind of goes down this ditch area and then quick little riser back onto the main course here. And I'd look back and I saw this guy was still right on my wheel. Kind of came around. He came around, so I was like, okay, I'll jump on your wheel and we'll lead for the next. You'll lead for the next lap, and I'll just follow you. And at this point, he started motoring away, and I was really hard to follow. I looked back again. There was, I still had a few seconds. I thought I could try to get back on this guy's wheel, but I was really pinned here. Looking back on the video, I realized right up here, he actually stands up, gets out of the saddle, hammers a little more. I was really feeling it in my legs at this point. First lap, really fast. I wasn't, I wasn't sure if he was going to fade. Usually guys that go hard off the front, they don't because they're usually really fit and strong. But I thought I'd try to hang with him as close as I could without blowing up myself, as I didn't want to compromise a podium spot. So, anyways, that was the first full lap, and the second lap is me chasing this guy named Joe in front of me, and pretty boring because I never catch him, and no one ever catches me. He ends up, building about a 5 second lead, 5 second lead per lap on me, and I was able to hold off the kind of pursuers. So, video goes to the end of the second lap here. You can see all the action again. See the different lines I take, maybe. But yeah, that's all I got. This was a really fun race. I ended up, placing second. Really excited about state champs next week. And thanks for watching. If you have any tips or pointers or comments, please leave them. Again, this is my first time ever commenting and showing the video. It's a lot of fun. Get out there and race. And would appreciate any feedback. Thanks so much. Have a good one.